you guys didn't know, the Rainbow Trends 913 pivots tool has been released. It was released privately, and a lot of people blew that one up, but I wanted to make it where you could find it. So I've been working with the mods, so shout out Pine Coders. They've been helping me out trying to navigate all the house rules because it's not something I'm terribly familiar with and had to like learn and ask a bunch of questions, but this one's now live and you can search for it. So if you just search Rainbow Trends in TradingView, this will pop up. And I wanted to walk through it, and there's an actual documentation here. I'll post it real quick in the chat. That's the link, and since we are on Twitter, I have to post it in another chat thing because Twitter's funky. There you go. But this has the write-up on everything, and you can add it to your favorites, and once you add it to your favorites, it'll be there. But this walks you through how the sequences work, how the pivots work, how the extended trends get marked when they die off, and then annotations of the charts, annotations of the extended trends. But long story short, this was something Malifestro asked me to build for him, and I was like, it's like, man, I'm not crazy about sequential pivots, but I'll build it. It's not, what you're asking is not that terribly that hard. So I went ahead and built it, and I wanted to walk you guys through the tool because it's pretty nifty because it's really starting to hit and it's kind of interesting. So like I said, if you type in Rainbow Trends, you will see it pop up under community as 9-13-00 pivots, quote unquote, Rainbow Trends. I definitely hit the smash the little rocket like button. There's only 7 there. But let me run you through it real quick because we haven't done an official tutorial on this, but I'll clip this and put it on YouTube. So this is just the Apple chart. You can pick any chart. Do Aave. Well, we'll do 1 inch. That's fine. Just wanted to do something without a bunch of marks on it. So this tool has a bunch of different stuff. As always, I try to open up the color options so you can do what you want to do with it. All that's pretty self-explanatory. And if you don't know, you can just start guessing with colors and you'll see the stuff update, like right there. And when in doubt, go down here and reset and everything will go back to normal. So you can play with your color settings, like whatever. But the main basis of it, it's 3 things. There's the bullish trend continuations. There is the numbers on the sequential, and there is pivots as well as candle colors. So the first thing is the counts of the sequentials. So you'll see those there, the 9s and the 13s. And then if you want to add pivots on them, or if you want to have a candle color on those so that they flash a little differently, you'll notice it'll make it like hollow. And you'll notice you don't see it right now. Hit these 3 little dots and do visual order, bring to front, and then you'll see it. That's with like the main tool too. You have to bring it forward, which is kind of weird, but it's just how TradingView works because it puts the tools behind your candles, which makes sense. But you'll see how that one's hollow. That gives it a little indication. So your 9 and 13s get visually marked on the candle as well as the number, and then you can add pivots to those. And those pivots are there. So the thicker pivots are the 13 counts. The 9 counts are the thinner pivots. And then you can also do the extended one because on paper, the sequential count doesn't make sense to me. And if you guys aren't familiar with this equation, it's sequential is equal to close greater than the close that happened 4 candles before it. So what this means is when you have candles, right? If this candle is the close is greater than the candle that was 4 feet back, the sequential is true. And once that's true 9 times in a row, right? That's what that sequential triggers. That's how that works. It's kind of a weird equation, but that's what they use. And like Crypto ISOs used it forever, and Crypto ISOs legit. So, and a good fishing friend buddy of mine. So anyway, that's how that equation works, and that's what that means. So essentially, you get on a streak where your current close is greater than your 4 candles back, and then when you move up 1, it's 4 candles again, but it hopscotches up as the candles progress. Once this is true 13 times, you get the 13 mark. Well, my head always butted with this. This didn't make sense to me. And I was like, Mally, I'll build it for you, but I don't understand why this equation makes sense to me. I think you should be more concerned when this goes on a streak and then is no longer true. That's how I took it. So I wrote it and added this, because to me, this was more important data-wise on paper. Extended trends, extended bullish trends stop, as well as extended bearish trend stops. So what this does, once your sequential has been counted greater than 9 times, this algorithm will now watch for the first candle to not meet that condition, even if it's not on exactly on a 9 or a 13. Because sometimes you can go on some crazy runs where it's like, I don't know, 30 candles in a row are true, right? So you would be technically sequential 30 instead of sequential 13. Well, I think that's important too, because if you're on an infinite run, technically, right? Not an infinite run, but you're on something well past 9 or 13, I think the turning point is important. And that was weird. I think the turning point is really important. So even if this was like sequential 98, I really care that the 99th didn't print, and that's what these horizontal bars were. I'm running out of like colors and stuff to be able to visually mark this, so I did it with these bars, and that's what these are. So when you see extended conditions past 9 and it sees it no longer true, it puts a vertical bar on it, so you can visually see that. Let me think. Like, let me go look at Luna. That's probably a good one. If it shows the old nuke, it was like the nuke that never stopped. Does this show? There it is. So this was an insane nuke. That one reset, and then this one reset as well. So that was really important to me. And it's going to change how you do timings and stuff like that. But that's the rundown of the tool. Hope you guys enjoy it. Smash the like button on it. Goes a long way. And I'm going to see if... I wish I could incorporate it into the main indicator, but I've passed the amount of variables that are allowed on it. So anyway, shout out Mally. Follow him now. He's a good dude. So moving on, how is the gang doing? If you guys didn't know, with